Okay, I'm here. I just realized like there's no music playing right outside, like fix it. Ooh, I am not playing Peggle, hold on. Whoops. Be right back. I am not playing Peggle right now. I'm not playing Peggle. Hold on, I'm fixing it. We're doing art this time. Finally. Oh my god, there. I haven't done art in a while, so. Sorry, it wants to be slow. Let's just do C. There. Hi, Hurricane. Yeah, I had my thing on Peggle. I realized I didn't fix it. Didn't fix it. Hold on. Okay. We're back. Okay. You got a voice effect on? Oh shit. Hold on. Do I? Oh my god. Wait, let me fix this. Oh.
Off. Or do I do this? Yeah, I can't listen to myself back. I don't know if because I sounded okay. Hold on. Do I sound normal? Do I sound normal now? Yeah, I was like testing out this program, so I was just like messing around, I guess. Hmm. What if I did this? I'm gonna do this again. Okay, I'm gonna wait till someone tells me I don't have the effect on. And then whatever, I'll just okay, whatever. So I'm doing art again. Yes. So this artwork, this piece, I'm doing it because Clip Studio has a contest thing going on. And I haven't done like contest things in like a while. For Clip Studio Paint at least. So yeah. So the theme is music. And so I'm just kind of doing a piece based off of that. I kind of did the piece like pretty quickly. Like I wasn't like trying to really work at it and be like, oh, I want to like try to win and shit. Well, that'd be nice to win, but to be honest, I just wanted because like for some reason like contests and stuff like really like put me into gear of like making art and stuff. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, now the voice effect thing is like really annoying me. Hold on. Okay, it's off, it's off. Okay, perfect. Man, the vault's gonna be weird. But yeah, so let me actually just show you what the piece looks like. So this is what the piece looks like. I had this idea of like a very nice, soft color palette. I guess the music I was basing it off of, it's just very like airy, like music, very fun to listen to type of vibe. So I kind of wanted her to just really just fall into the music, and like you can see like she's kind of falling into like this blanket. I'm not really sure what I can do with the background, like the white space here. Like I had this idea for clouds, but the whole idea was her not to like actually slide down and sit in clouds. It was more of like um her just like falling into it. So like I don't know. I don't know what to do with the background. I kind of have an idea a little bit, but I think right now I'm just gonna work on the line art. I have some like neon Tetris here kind of scattered around. I might add some more. I have like this teddy bear thing, some like candy. I'm not really sure if I like the candy bag right there, but yeah. And I opted for like these stringy headphones. God, stringy headphones. I kind of went for more what are they called? Wired headphones. Yes, wired headphones instead of just like the over ears because I feel like over ears is like a little bit too hard for me to draw. So I thought maybe just these were like much better. Yeah, it's just supposed to be something nice, breezy, light, stuff like that. So this is just the sketch, and then we're gonna do some line art. So this is what the line art looks like right now. I'm gonna kind of go back and forth and kind of like refine is the word. Yes. Oh wait, is my music playing? Hold on. It doesn't do that sometimes. No, it's playing. Okay. Music's playing. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna just do that. And I'm actually using a pen that I don't ever use. I downloaded it like a while ago and I just like stopped using it. But I thought maybe like a marker pen, something more graphic would look more nice. And just to try something different, I guess. Yeah, so we're just gonna do that. I had some like other artwork I used to do on stream. I'm gonna be in game by the way, and I cannot hear over gunshots, so it's loud. Art looks good so far. Thank you very much, Ark. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I turned off the voice changer thing, so yeah. Let's see. So we're just gonna do that. And this is the type of like marker where it's like you kind of have to turn the canvas sometimes to work with it because it can get like all like chunky if that makes I don't know, or like it overlaps in this weird way. But yeah, part of this piece is like the long haired stuff. It's like really annoying to draw because like you have to do this. You have to like constantly do this all the time. But I'm dedicated. I think the contest is done in like a month or something, like somewhat towards the end of this month. So yeah. Also, if you notice, like I've been kind of going back and forth with how my microphone sounds. So I've been trying to research like a bunch of things that can make my Yeti sound better. And I stumbled across this video, like specifically for VTubers, but he kind of gave these like programs where it's like, oh, you can use this and this. So that's what I'm using. I'm using the Logitech G Hub. And just to make my mic sound a bit better. I feel like the better way to do it, I heard, is just going through OBS and using VSTs, maybe through like Reaper. Or I wonder if Fruity Loops has that because I'm a little bit more used to using Fruity Loops, but I just kind of went for the program. This is gonna be my first time using it, but I'll see if like using a VST is like easier. Because I kind of have to keep the program open, and I already don't have like a really good computer in the first place, so it's like taking a toll on it. But what have I been doing since I've been gone? I've been on like my school break, so I've just finished the hard part with school, all the exams and stuff, and so we're like on a break. So I usually go to schools on Sundays, and for this Sunday, like there's no class, but I just have to go for like an orientation on like Tuesday. And I'm ready because like I've done all the hard part and now like all the fun part where like the last the last like thing that we do is like a little art project. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna nail it. I kind of have to start thinking ahead about like the theme and stuff because then I have to get the materials in time to make the product. And and try to like make the theme so that I don't have to like order a bunch of things online. Because a lot of the good nail stuff, it's like you have to order it online and stuff. But I have some ideas. This doesn't make sense. Okay, so this has 3. Yeah, I think I'll just change this because I kind of like how there was more in here. And so yeah, just been kind of going on break. I also went to Miku Expo too. For anyone who's like familiar with the stream, I a huge fan of Vocaloid, and the first show after like 4 years. Well, a bit longer, I think, for touring, but like originally the Miku Expo was supposed to be planned for 2020. Obviously, COVID happened, and so it didn't happen, but it happened this year. And I was at the first show in Vancouver. And there's been a lot of things that's been going on the internet about Miku Expo Vancouver. As someone who was there, man, I don't know, I feel like it's a little hard to talk about because it's like at this point of me streaming right now, the next show, which is in Portland, hasn't happened yet, so I can't really say. But for anyone who's not familiar, when Miku Expo was going on, even like when the tickets started to go on sale, things were just like management just kind of felt messy. I don't know if like I don't know if I'm like over exaggerating if I don't remember this right, but I remember when they announced like for the tickets, it was like way too early of like an announcement for the tickets. Cause like for big shows, usually they announce their tour or their show or whatever, and they give people like a minimum of like a month for them to like save money to get tickets. But I felt like for this like year's Miku Expo, it's like they gave us like a week or something, like a week and a bit to like pay for the tickets. And I was like kind of shocked. Like I remember when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, like I have to like figure something out. I remember a lot of people were scrambling, like what the hell? It's like, why didn't we know this like anytime sooner? So, I mean, that was kind of like a little bit of a red flag. Also, when the pre-sales were happening with Crunchyroll, the code to get in was such a basic code that like anyone could just go in and like pay for tickets with pre-sale, and then people who are like not into that or just don't have social media in general, they're just like, okay, why is all the tickets like so sold out already? Which I mean, that's very common for like big concerts, but I guess people didn't expect that for like a Miku concert. I mean, yeah, Miku's like big or whatever, but like I guess people maybe weren't too stressed about like tickets. Maybe they just like underestimated how like in demand the concert was or something. I don't know, but like, you know, it's a little bit of a red flag, I guess. And then there's like the VIP package, where the VIP package, like they didn't even get their own light. So like people who went to the venue to like line up and stuff, it's like they're like, yeah, it's not guaranteed that you'll get any of the merch from like the merch booth or whatever. And it's like they get their own package too, but it's like they don't even get a light for it. So like they come in early to like just get a light, and VIP didn't even get a light. Like, okay. VIP didn't even get a light. And I was remember talking to my friend while I was there. It's like that's like the main thing that people go to the concert for, right? Like they want to like, you know, move the light around. And when it came to the merch, actually, I remember 5 hours before the venue like opened, they're like, oh, by the way, the merch booth is gonna be open at 2 p.m. And it's like, huh? Merch booth is gonna be open by 2 p.m. It's like, why are you telling us now? People need to like plan these things, right? And like also it's 2 p.m., right? So like I don't know about other countries, but in Canada, school ends, like high school ends at like 2:39. and where the venue is at, it's like kind of in the middle of nowhere, Vancouver, and you have to take like a bus like that takes you like, like in the freaking forest. So it's not like a very like accessible place to maybe not accessible is the word, because it's like I think there's like one bus that takes you there. Um but like yeah, it's like it's on a university campus. It's like people who are on the university campus are like students who like literally can't go to the concert, or like old people that have no idea what this is. So everyone else, it's like they're from a completely different area. They're either from like Langley, Surrey, even people who are in Vancouver. It's like they have to travel pretty far. Man, what else happened? I mean, like general, like people kind of being upset that there was limited quantities for like venues and stuff. It's understandable because they don't want to have to pay like the import to like bring that stuff to Oregon. So they rather just have to sell out of the merch instead of like bringing that merch in. Um, so yeah, I remember when I was on the way to like the venue, and I was on the bus and I saw the lineup, and I was like, "Oh, is that the lineup for merch, or is like it's just to, like get inside? Like what is it?" And I saw it was like lineup for merch, and I remember I was very like confused because I'm so used to concerts where when the doors open, that's when you go get your merch, and I was like, okay, like why 2 p.m.? You know what I mean? I guess I don't know. It's just like a different way of doing it. I was not used to it, and sometimes like the reason why people do it in the inside of the building, so that way people who bought tickets for the concert are the ones who's getting the merch. And when you do it outside, it's like you can't you can't really track who's buying the merch. So for sure there was a bunch of scalpers that came by early to just like buy a bunch of the stuff and then resell it, and so then a lot of the merch is like not there. I mean, like I wasn't there to like witness it, but like like it's a good chance that's what probably happened. um yeah, I don't know. Oh, and then like okay, then the actual concert. So we sit down and I'm looking at on the stage, and people who are not familiar with like hologram concerts or like Miku concerts, how the concert works is that it's a big acrylic sheet, and it's like a big acrylic clear sheet, and they have a bunch of projectors on that sheet, so that way it looks 3D, and it looks like Miku's actually like standing on the stage, but instead they had like this LED screen, like this there's like I remember seeing like this black like block, and I'm like, oh, that's probably because the lights are kind of dim right now. The lights are not actually on. It just looks like that. And then I found out it was just like a big TV screen. I was like, huh? Like I came here to see a hologram, not like a TV screen. Not like a Samsung like screen, you know what I mean? Like a Samsung TV, an LG TV for a concert, which is not only was that bad, but because they were so like adamant to like, oh yeah, please don't get like dollar store glow sticks, or don't get like off-brand glow sticks. You have to get the ones from us because it makes sense. Like when you're thinking about it, it's like, oh, it makes sense because the Miku glow sticks are designed so that they're dim enough that they glow, but like they don't mess with the projection on screen. But when you have a TV screen up there, it's like, what was the point of buying any of those lights? Because regardless if we didn't get it or did get them, it wasn't gonna mess with the freaking concert at all. Yeah, a lot of people were upset online. It's we're like, I think people are just predicting that hopefully that was just like a technical difficulty thing issue where they had to put the screen on there. Or that because Vancouver was the one that was going to get filmed, that it was just for the sake of the filming. I don't know. But listen, I had so much fun still. You know, I was with my friend, and we've been into Vocaloid for like, you know, like when we met as best friends, it's like it was first like anime, and then we were like talking about Vocaloid and stuff, and we were like really into like Hatsune Miku and stuff. So it was kind of like a full circle moment. Because originally my sister was supposed to go with me, but she got like really, really sick. And so I'm like really focusing on the sleep. She got really, really sick and she couldn't go. And I even told her, and she even told me, she's like, well, I didn't really want to go in the first place. I just wanted to go like experience what like a hologram concert was like. But also like the set list, oh my god, this like seems like I talk about how like I had so much fun and it's like okay, but like the set list though. I mean like yeah, like I could say, you know, Vocaloid has like grown bigger and a lot of songs became have become have become classics, even though they're kind of like the newer, quote unquote, newer songs. But when this concert specifically for cities where people has been never pretty much experienced a Vocaloid concert, a lot of these cities are, I mean, initially all the cities were cities that Miku's never gone to. I think they did add an LA show or something. I think they added an Austin show as well. I don't remember. No, wait, no. Never mind. They didn't add that. So a lot of these people, like, they've never experienced a Miku concert. So they were kind of expecting, like a lot of the classics. And so I can see how people, like, were very disappointed in that because... I have to yawn, hold on. It's like, where's Luca Luca Night Fever? Where's Melt? Where's Double Lariat? Where's Magnet? Like all these songs. I think the only one song that was like a mega classic was World Is Mine. But every other song was more like kind of modern classics. So like Miku by Amanaguchi, I think their name is called. And like Vampire by Dico Nina, of course. Other than that, it was kind of just more like kind of circa like 2015-ish, like 20. I think that would be like the oldest songs that got on there, like 2016, 15-ish. From the early songs from the early 2000s. I mean, I think World Is Mine was more 2011, I think. But yeah, someone who's never been to a Miku concert, it's like I wanted to see more classics, like. And I remember seeing someone in like comments being like, "Oh, like you could just travel to see the concert." It's like, why didn't you do that? It's like, well, some people can't. Some people can't just do that. Some people who went to the Vancouver show, they're like, it's like, yeah, it's like I've kind of already been to some Miku concerts, so it's like I didn't mind the set list, but yeah, they kind of understood like people who have never been to a Miku concert, who have been waiting for this concert. That's like the one more important thing. It's like some people have been waiting for a concert to come by to their city eventually. And then not to hear the songs that they've been waiting 10 years to hear, like, yeah, it was a little disappointing. As someone who's a major Luca fan, like, I wanted to hear more of Luca songs. And I know that's like a bias, but to be honest, when I was there, the amount of people who were switching their lights to pink, like every time Miku or someone else would just stop performing, there was like a good handful of people who would switch their lights to pink, just like waiting for Luca to like come on stage. And honestly, like that was like so cool. So cool to look at. But I mean, when you make a bilingual Vocaloid, that speaks English and has vocals of like an R&B artist, it's like, yeah, like Westerners are kind of gonna be into that, you know? It's like, oh, we're gonna make a Vocaloid that like appeals to Westerners. Like, okay, good job, you did it. So like, where are the songs that we are looking for? Okay, that looks better. But you know, I had like the funnest time. So I'm kind of more saying it because like I understand a lot of the actual people's like people who spent like pit tickets or floor tickets who spent like plane rides to get there. I can understand how they can feel very disappointed because they spent a lot of money. And a lot of people are pointed to Crunchyroll because this is the first concert to be sponsored by Crunchyroll, and I guess Crunchyroll has this notorious uh I guess, you know, people hate them, I guess. So because Crunchyroll is the one that's like been sponsored, I guess, been sponsoring it, that's why things kind of felt less quality controlled. Um, yeah, not sure about it though. So we're just gonna have to see. We're just gonna have to see. I think it's Friday, right? So like on Saturday, I think a lot of the people from Portland are like gonna report because like about that whole outrage online. Um, yeah. And it's like I think the black screen would have been fine if you made the effects work with the black screen, you know? Because it's like with the black screen, even regardless of the angle, it's like a lot of the effects were covered up by the not a lot, but like the effects on stage were covered up by the black screen. So like even then it like still like it didn't make sense. I'm just hoping because of just the way that it looked. I'm just hoping that it was either like a technical difficulty thing or like Vancouver was the only one who got that. And it sucked honestly because you know I was the one who went to the Vancouver one, so I would have liked it if it was an like actual hologram. Um, but I hope everyone else gets a good experience. And I heard like I didn't even like know that you can do this, but like apparently you can change set lists while you're on tour and like change the songs if you realize that some of the songs weren't actually working out like you thought it would. Um, but I hope you guys get a better set list, to be honest. Honestly, we were like the guinea pigs for this tour. Like they're just like testing out what works. Maybe this time they'll actually put the merch in the actual venue space instead of outside. Um, for merch, I ended up getting something I didn't want when I went to the concert. I I just wanted like a keychain and like a button, and I think I wanted something else too, but I forgot. Oh, I wanted the stickers too. I was planning to spend like 35-ish dollars, without tax, of course, at the concert. I ended up spending 70 because the only things that were available were the shoulder bag, the water bottle, um, the two shirts, so like the white shirt and the tour shirt, like the one with the big graphic on it. Um, you know, out of Pal Nights, of course. And then I was looking at the shirts, and my friend got the one with the big graphic on it. I was like, okay, I'll just get the white one, but the white one was only available in large sizes. And like for like concert shirts, it's like small is already so big for me. So I had to just get the graphic one, which is the more expensive one. It was $70. And the I think the other shirt was like I forgot, but it was like I remember it was much cheaper. And I didn't want to I wanted to get the cheaper one. I didn't want to get the expensive one. But I just got it anyways cuz like I just want some sort of merch. And it's sitting in my room right now. The thing is though, it's like the shirt's not really my style. I mean, I'll definitely like wear it when I'm in the house. I prefer the graphic for the 2021, not 2020, 2021. 2020. I like prefer that graphic. I usually wear that one around because I just prefer wearing black in general. Hold on, I need to drink some water. But yeah. But the real merch was the experience. The real merch was the journey we made with our friends. Yeah, I don't know. I think they emphasized a lot, like, oh, we got to do like the Western producers and like the songs with like a lot of the English in it and stuff like that. Which, I mean, like, I'm not saying it's bad, but like, I don't know. It's like just because we're from the West doesn't mean we automatically prefer these English songs. Like, I like some of the songs, like, don't make it wrong. But like, the reason why we're here is because we want to hear, we want to hear Melt. We want to hear Meltdown, yeah. Or maybe I'm just being old and grumpy. Whatever. I can imagine like the 10-year-olds that were there, or like the 12-year-olds that were there, when they go to like a Miku concert in the future, which I will be there as well, you know, at the age of 35. They're gonna be like, "Oh, why didn't they play the Vampire, like the classics? Why are they playing all these new things, man?" I wonder how many people they're upset and it's like, oh my god, there's no songs from Project Sekai. It's like, girl. Actually, I'm not coming back to that. Oh yeah, they had Tell Your World as well. That was like, oh yeah, that was a long ass time ago. Yeah, there's no Miku 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 something something. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say the word without knowing it, but you know what I'm talking about. There was no Popey Po, guys. You're telling me the song that made a meme resurgent, Popey Po, didn't even get on the set list? That's ridiculous. And to be honest, I think I'm glad that Melt didn't actually play, because I promised my friend, I was like, yo, I'm gonna actually like cry. I'm actually gonna cry if they play Melt. Looking good, yeah. I don't think I would use this marker for any of my other art. Because it's not gonna be like, I don't think a lot of my art is as graphic as this, but honestly, I've been thinking of switching up my pens to more of like a brush pen, like trying to work on being a little bit more using line art to create form and less like line art, if that makes sense. But yeah, that was my Miku Expo experience, and again, I really had a lot of fun. But it seems like everything was just kind of a mess, and hopefully they learn next time not to collab with Crunchyroll, because it seems like ever since they just collabed with them, things have just been going downhill, and we get a better concert, to be honest. And I hope they make up for it, because it's like, at least for Vancouver, to be honest. I mean, I'm being biased, but like, again, we will see, because as I'm streaming right now, Portland hasn't happened yet, so we don't know if they're going to continue using that Samsung TV. Because like I got bullied, you know, at school for like liking this Miku stuff and be like, oh, you're just watching a screen on the stage, and then like I'm be like, no, it's different, it's not like that, and then it's like, oh damn, they're right, huh? I am watching a screen on the stage. But no, I like screamed my lungs out. I remember when World is Mine started playing, like we were seated for the whole time, but like we were like moving and shit. Oh, by the way, sorry for the people that were like beside us. They probably thought we were like annoying, but like, girl, I'm at a concert. Like, I'm just gonna sit down, even though these are seated seats. I'm not gonna sit down. You know, you can have fun with us, but you decided not to. So, but we were seated but having a lot of fun. But then World is Mine started playing, and then we just jumped up and standing. It's like, oh my god, World is Mine. And then we realized that people in the back were like weren't standing up. So I was like, oh, we probably have to like sit down. And there was like a lot of people who were like that, who were like at the concert, and they were just like sitting there, just kind of like blankly, not moving, just sitting there. Sometimes they're just their arms crossed, just kind of like seeing the music. They weren't like really cheering or anything. sometimes like I understand with concerts, like sometimes seated concerts are like kind of just like that. It's like you just kind of like sit there sometimes. I mean, I guess it depends on the vibe, right? But like some people just like sit there and they just kind of watch. It's like, okay, time to go home. Even people on the floor too. They were just kind of like standing there. I mean, I understand some of them were like parents that are just there with their kids, but so they were just kind of like standing there. Even when they had their sticks, like I can't show you, but like they were like kind of waving it, but they weren't like jumping up and like getting into it. It's like you guys almost paid like $300 for these tickets, and you're not even gonna like jump around and dance around. It's like honestly, like no one's gonna care, to be honest. It's like just do your thing. You spent your money. I don't care if you dance like a stupid person. Like I remember seeing one person who was like this guy cosplayed as Miko, and he was just like doing his own thing. He was just jumping around, and it's like, yeah, you do that. You paid the money for this concert to do that. Even my friend didn't have like the light with him, because I remember when we were standing in the merch line. It's like, okay, we at least have to get like a light, and then they sold out before we got there. But like even then, he was like kind of just doing his own thing with his hands, and he was just like dancing, and he was just like vibing, didn't really care. So this is looking pretty good. I don't want to jinx anything, but this is looking good. I'm kind of predicting what the shading might look like. I don't think it's going to be as like. Actually, never mind. I think I'm going to do it as like painted as I like to do it. But yeah, then like we had some A&W after. Um, my voice got like really husky at that point too, because I was just like screaming. I was like, before we was in halfway through the concert, like I couldn't even hit the notes because I was like, my voice was already giving out. That when I was starting to hit the high notes, I was like I couldn't even do it, but I was still trying because I really wanted to sing it. Wow, this is looking way more even than I thought. Yeah, but I had this like our piece of Fuiro. I keep saying Furiro, it's not Furiro, it's Fuiro. Um that I was like in the process of making, but I don't know. Every time there's like a contest thing, it's like I always have to drop everything and just like start working on it. I'm gonna definitely go back to that illustration because I've been thinking about just like kicking up my whole illustration thing lately. Because like I've talked about it a lot that I want to start doing an artist alley at some point, but like I need to pump out some artwork first. In combination with like the school and hopefully like with the income I hopefully make from after graduating, that I can have my own artist alley thing, because that's like one thing on my bucket list that I want to chop off. Um, one was them to see a Vocaloid concert, and that's off my bucket list now. Now it's to do an artist alley, so that's that's the next goal. Which is a little like a little confusing for me, because the major anime convention here, I actually do a lot of like work for them. So I don't know if I want to, because like they told me to do staff, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do staff, because that means I have to dedicate plenty of my time to like organize this convention. And it's like, well, I also am an artist and I want to be an attendee and be an exhibitor at this place too. So it's like, I don't know if I can do staff. I have to continue being a volunteer. Maybe they'll give me like staff duties while being a volunteer, maybe. It's just like a lot of people like think that when you're staff, it's like you get money being staff, but it's not a job offering. It's like you basically a volunteer with like more responsibility, pretty much. I remember I met a volunteer while we were just like having lunch break, and she's like, "Yeah, I've been thinking of doing staff, like, because you get paid and stuff." It's like, oh no, I don't think so. It's all just kind of more responsibility. Because if you get paid to do staff, it's like everyone would be staff. Like there would be no one who would just be a volunteer. Like if you're just doing volunteer, it's like you have more freedom of how you want to be, like how you want to be, like what your quote unquote shifts are at the convention. But like with staff, it's like you're there 24/7 all the time. Like you don't even have time to go to like the artist alley to like buy something for you, buy something for yourself while like you're on break or anything. Or sometimes you can't negotiate with people and being like, "Oh, like can I take a break?" It's like, no, your staff is like, we don't take breaks. Like we need staff to or like help organize these volunteers and organize everything. So yeah, I graduate in July, and then like my annual revel is gonna be in August, and yeah, I'm probably gonna be kind of busy because like that's kind of like a month after graduating. Yeah, it's been kind of nice. Honestly, I figured this concept out like at my most depressed. Wait, why is my computer saying that it's charging when it's been fully plugged in this entire time? The heck? Okay, whatever. It's still working. Oh, it's so broken. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I figured out this concept because I was like at my most like depressed at this point, and then like this Clip Studio Paint thing I saw on my the hub thing for Clip Studio, and I don't know, something about being super sad and depressed like helps with the art. Then I just all of a sudden I just like figured out this concept like in like 2 seconds. I was like, how does that work? You know how they say artists are like super depressed and like and stuff. It's like, well, maybe that is the superpower. Like, look, I just did that in a day. Like that's the superpower right there. So my advice to artists, you gotta stay depressed. You gotta stay starving if you want to make good art. Because look at this. Look at the material. Yeah, let's go back to the line art. But it's so cute though. We both got the same we got the same shirts from the concert, so I even told him it's like most likely the next Miku Expo for like the North American tour would probably be like in Seattle. I don't think they're gonna be coming to Canada, and even then it's probably gonna be in like Toronto or something. And it's like I don't think I'm gonna fly a plane there, but for sure I'll take the Amtrak. There's like in Vancouver there's like an Amtrak that takes you straight to Seattle, but I'll definitely do that. Because like I don't even think you need to run a hotel because no, I don't even think you have to run a hotel because there's a train that takes you straight. I mean, I guess it was the timing. Let's see. Damn, this pen is really like giving it for me right now. Okay, I don't like how together that is. Let me fix that actually. Have to be really careful. Gotta be super careful. Also, I had like these gel nails on that I had like these pale blue ones on um there's even a story with that. So I after I came back from school, um and then I was like on my break, right away I wanted to do my nails, and I wanted to do some gel nails with like this pale blue, because for the concert, like my favorite character has pale blue nails. So I'm like, this is the only thing that I have to represent her, to be honest. um And so I was doing the stiletto nails. So stilettos, everyone knows, is basically just like the claws, like the really pointy nails. And I wore stilettos before, so like I had no issues with it, other than like you pretty much have to figure out how it works, pretty much, like how to open things with it and stuff like that. But I was like, whatever, okay, I've done this before. And I was whatever doing stuff, and then I ended up trying to catch something, and this it landed on my nail, like um it lift yeah, yeah. It landed on my nail. It lifted the nail up, and it ripped like my nail off of it. Um it like pretty much just ripped my nail off of my nail bed, if that makes sense. Um that was kind of painful. I wasn't screaming in pain. I was just doing the thing where you're just like you're just like holding your breath. I think I went like like at one point, but like I didn't like scream in pain or say anything, but like, and then I had to check, and I was like, I saw red, and I was like, oh. It wasn't like dripping blood or anything, but I saw red, and I was like, oh, my nail is open right now, like it's just open. So I had to keep putting it, so I had to chop that off, and then I ended up having to just chop off my stilettos to just turn them into regular nails, because obviously I'm just not going to be around with like one chopped nail, right? Which is sad, because I wanted to go to the concert with stilettos, but whatever. And so it was like hurting pretty bad for like maybe 2 or 3 days. And it took probably 2 or 3 days to heal. And so like every time, because like it would hurt so bad every time I washed my hands, like it just like hurt, because just water on it just really hurt. So it's healed now. It's like chopped up, where it's like you could kind of see the skin underneath. You know what I mean? You know, I don't have like a free edge. It's just kind of like flat. Um, yeah, I'm just saying that my nails are kind of damaged, because today I like removed them, and they're just like so frail. I used to have like really like square, strong nails, but then ever since I went to school, I just like they're just like destroyed. So yeah, I broke my nail. And for when I go back to school, it's like you get a little practice hand, so I don't have to actually practice on my own nails this time. That's okay, nice. Yeah, the separation makes it so much better. It doesn't look as like cluttered. Let's flip it. I have to make a better habit of like flipping my canvas sometimes. I'm trying to practice that. Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. Okay. Yeah, I had to focus. I had to lock in for 2 seconds. Um, TV shows. I've just been kind of watching Dungeon Meshi. I think. Oh, I think the new episode came out yesterday. I wasn't paying attention, obviously, because I was at the freaking concert. But Dungeon Meshi is really good. If anyone's looking for a new anime to watch, it's on Netflix. and they're just kind of doing the whole episode release like every Thursday. So yeah, it's really nice. I actually watch it in English dub because I feel like I don't know, in my brain that just makes more sense. Um and now that I listen to the Japanese dub when like I'm seeing like clips or just seeing it around, when I hear it in Japanese, it's like, oh, that doesn't like that doesn't click right for me. I've actually been watching Bleach too because they just put that on Disney Plus. It's like, oh, I should start watching Bleach, and I've been really liking it. I actually, I actually remember watching Bleach when I was like 13. But this is when, streaming services weren't a thing, and so you had to watch all your anime on like YouTube with like Spanish subs, cut in 20 parts, watermarked beyond belief, cropped, like stuff like that, 140p. Because I had a friend in my school that was like, "Oh, you should watch Bleach," because I think at the time I was reading. No, I wasn't reading Naruto. I started reading that in high school. Um, I think my first anime was Soul Eater, and I remember getting into Fruits Basket too, and Lucky Star, like stuff like that, or High School Host Club. She's like, "Oh, you should watch Bleach." I remember she even drew me like a little chibi Ichigo that I still have to this day since elementary school, like this chibi drawing of Ichigo. Um, and I just recently started watching Bleach, and now I feel so much. Hey, Kate, if you're watching, Kate, if you're out there, I still have your Ichigo chibi picture, and I'm watching Bleach now, so I hope you're okay. Like, when I graduated elementary school, like she didn't go to the high school I was going to, because where I'm from is a little bit of a small city. So like people who come from the elementary school you go to most likely are going to the high school as well. But she moved away where I haven't seen her after elementary school. So hey, Kate. Yeah, I feel like Bleach is definitely like my style too. I feel like it's really stylish. I think that's what I'm like very like into with animes. It's like it's gotta be stylish. I mean, of course, yeah, like that's the one thing that attracts you to watching a show because you like the look of it. But yeah, even like with Vinland Saga, it's not like a stylish anime, but like character wise and story wise, it's perfect. I'll let me drink some water. Man, I feel like I've been just doing this top part for like way too long. It's gonna get a little harder though because like these big poofy parts, it's like it's gonna be straighter lines, and so like it's gonna be so annoying. But that's my fault. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a bunch of those for like the next hour or something. Yeah, I also had this concept like she was in like water or something, but it kind of looked like she was just like drowning in it. So like I don't know. I don't know if that's against the guidelines. Okay. Let's just do that. Get a little bit of a poof. This aesthetic too, like it has like a name to it. I just completely forgot. So when I was trying to do like research for it, it's like I couldn't really research it because I forgot the name of what the aesthetic is. But it's supposed to be kind of like an angelic, like gamer girl type of vibe. This is not really my aesthetic though. I mean, I've been like thinking too, because like when I was in that merch line, I remember telling my friend, I was like, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I'll get the shirt, but I don't know. It's not really like my aesthetic. And he was just kind of surprised. It's like, oh, really? Like, this is not your vibe? Because in high school, it's like a lot of the bolder, like colored stuff was something that I used to wear a lot in high school. Like, this is when like the 80s resurgent, 80s, well, late 80s and 90s resurgence was coming back in like 2015, 16. Um, so a lot of the clothing like people would wear a lot would be like the ski jackets, like the cover ski jackets and like the jeans with the white tee. So I was like thinking, it's like, why is he surprised? It's like, that's not my aesthetic. It's like, oh, it's because I haven't seen him in like forever. And he probably still thinks I wear these types of clothes. It's like, no, I don't really wear these types of clothes anymore. Honestly, like baggy stuff, it's like not something I kind of look for nowadays, I guess. Baggy clothes. I guess it depends. Maybe the pants could be baggy, but it's got to be a certain type of baggy. Have to yawn. Yeah, so I'm just like looking around, like I don't even know where to start. Where do I start? Oh, by the way, for anyone, if there's anyone who did follow me or something, last stream, like some of my stuff was like broken, like the chat wouldn't work, the music display wouldn't work, um the little like alerts wouldn't work either. So like for anyone who like followed or anything, thank you very much. Thank you for following. But I wouldn't know right now because I don't have a dual monitor, so I can't like really tell what's going on the other side. Let me just do this pillow, I guess. Then do a new layer. But I think everything's working now because chat is actually like showing up on my screen. But yeah, hopefully the alerts work as well. Because sometimes when I am working on part of a piece, like I just want to kind of like go away from it and just work on something else, so I'm not like stressed out. Also, I also mentioned that I did a painting for this gallery, and they just like emailed me like 2 days ago. It's like, oh yeah, you can pick up your painting, by the way. And it was supposed to be like something that you're supposed to make and like put it on sale. But the gallery wasn't really that big. I think honestly, when I went there to go drop off the painting, I saw like the sheet where I had to sign to make sure it's like, yeah, it's like this is me and this is my drawing or whatever, or painting. And I'm here to drop it in. I think I just saw like one other name. So I swear to God, it was just like me and some other person. So it wasn't really like a gallery thing. But it was also something where you can put a price on your art, so like someone can buy it off of you. And no one did, so now I have to pick up this art piece that I honestly don't know what to do with. And they have like dates that you can pick it up. So I can't pick it up anytime I want to. So now I have to like spend time out of my day to go to another city, and like pick up this painting between certain times. Oh my God. I mean, when I'm graduated and maybe doing my own like practice in my own space, I can probably just use that painting for display. Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid doing that vase of flowers. Let me just do this blanket area. Oh my god, my brain literally just shut off. My eyes were literally like crossing. Oh my god, I hate it when I do that. Apparently you do that because it's like, especially with artists when they're drawing and they're focusing on one part of a piece, or um it's just your eyes are like doing that where they do like this weird shifty thing, or like because their eyes are trying to like be useful. So it tries to like move around a lot because eyes really want to like dart around and like do things. So that's what I do sometimes too. Like while I'm drawing, I just kind of like move my eyes around, look at other things so that my eyes don't spaz out. Okay. It wasn't rotating, I was confused. Oh, do that again. Okay, looking good. Yeah, I feel like I'm not really like doing much with this line art. It's like I'm not really adding to it, I guess. Like I'm just doing these straight, like stubby, blunt lines. Like, say, I'm trying to like make it more dynamic. Maybe I should just do it at the end. It's coming together. Stars? Okay. Stars are like the worst thing to do freehand, so I'm gonna try to. I have to lock in. Oh my god. Okay, why don't I just follow these guidelines? Because these look more straight. Yeah, it's like this side is more even. Okay, there. I think that's the best I can do. I'm blanking out again. Okay. Cause like I'm trying to avoid doing the hair, but I think I have to do it. Is there anything here I need to do still? Like on the girl? You know. Yeah, I guess let's just do the hair. Hmm. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. I think I have to do it by sections or something. Okay, these should be rounder because it's like candy. And I think I might make these like sour candies or something. Okay. Sorry, yawning. I have to like not only like yawning is annoying for stream, but like yawning just like hurts my jaw. Or like it puts my jaw in a place where I can lock it really easily. So like every time I yawn, I'm just like praying that my jaw doesn't lock. I think the hair this needs to be yeah, this needs to be in a bit more. No, okay, that needs to be farther. Maybe like this? That no, it needs to be farther. Hold on. Like that. Okay, that looks better. Okay, this perspective, that yeah, it was like not connecting the lines. And I think that strand, I like that strand, but I feel like it needs to be like even with this one. Kind of bothering me. Okay, sure. Yeah, I like that. Do this little pillow, star pillow. Yeah, see how much I'm like not wanting to do the hair. Just trying to do everything else other than the hair. Because this pen is not really forgiving when it comes to like tapering. So it's like I just have to find that right angle. Why is that not erasing? Oh, I think it's on the other layer. I forgot there was another layer. Hmm. Sorry, my computer does freeze a lot, so. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. I feel like this has a lot of like off. I have to do this off camera. God, so annoying. Christ. Okay. But this is what I did, so I gotta stick to it. Okay. Christ, oh my goodness, that was so stressful. Yeah, I might as well do the bear while I'm at it, actually. I was actually planning to do like more stuffed animals because I wasn't really like I don't know. I couldn't figure out what to put like around her, like other things around her. Um, but for some reason, like I did this bear like pretty much almost perfect, and then when I tried to do like other bears or other stuffed animals, like it looked really bad. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just do this one. Now I'm thinking about it, I think this arm needs to be risen a little bit more. On my back. Frozen again. Oh wow, that's really frozen. Oh. It never crashes, by the way, don't worry. I thought it was just gonna be like a little mini crash. Oh my god. I hope it's not an actual crash because I don't think I saved. I don't think I saved anything. Okay, there we go. Okay. Thank God. Okay, let me actually save this. Hold on. Perfect. Yeah, because I did like a lot of line art and I didn't save. I mean, like it was crashing in between, so it did have some like save files that it was making as I was drawing. But sorry, let me just check the distance on this. Yeah, I don't think I want to do the whole like thicker line art situation with the bear. So I'm going to just do like regular line art. The perspective on the wings though is a little weird, so I actually might want to fix that in the sketch, actually. Hold on. Sketch. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna make this wing a little lower because I don't want to redo that line art there. Let's move this down. Maybe that much? Maybe something, yeah, maybe you need to be tilted. Maybe like that. Part of me is like, maybe I shouldn't have the wings. Because that doesn't really make sense. But I do like them, though. Maybe the wings need to be different. Maybe it needs to be, like, actually attached to the bear. Right? Because they're just, like, floating. Hi, Fiend. How's the game? I'm just kind of thinking about the sketch here. Maybe I should have the wings attach to them instead of floating, because that makes more sense. Yeah, I know, I stopped playing, yeah. Because that's what he said, it's like, I'm gonna play games. Like, cool. Sure, okay. Yeah, I think I like this better, detached wings. Yeah, while you were gone, I was just like ranting about the concert I went to like a couple days ago. Yeah, I don't know if I want to redo that, but I mean, if you go online and like see, it's like it was pretty much a lot of people were mad about it, so I was there, so I wanted to talk about it. This. Yeah, I don't know why I just didn't like move the wing. I don't know why I like redrew it. Maybe I think I was like thinking of a different type of wing, but so whatever, just use these. Yeah, that makes sense because this arm is down and this is like a little bit more higher. You can work with that. I need to stretch a little bit. Hold on. Okay. Well, I have to redo this line art here. Shouldn't be too bad though. God, why does my pen seem thicker? Oh, because I'm using the wrong pen. Shit. I'm still using the wrong pen. Get this one. There we go. Okay, yeah, that looks good. In the distance, it looks good. That's all that matters. Okay, that actually looks kind of noticeable. It's like tapered out. Yeah, I kind of like how transparent this pen feels. Okay, that's actually good. I'm gonna just have to erase the sides then. Thin this out a little bit. There we go. Okay, she's coming together, yeah. She's coming together. I really like the hair, like how wispy it is. Okay. Let's see. Oh god, there's still so much to do. Yeah, I still have to think about the background here. Because it's like all white in the back. I'm not really sure what to do with it. I kind of have an idea, but I don't know if it's gonna work. But I just need to focus on just doing line art. It's basically the actual like subject is like all done. Then I'll just do background separately. Yeah, I'm not excited to do that head. It's too circular. Oh my god, I hate circles. It's like I don't want to use like the circle tool because it's a completely different like look, like line art look. It's just like a plain circle. It doesn't have like this marker tool to it. It doesn't have the cool transparency or anything, so it's just gonna look weird. Excuse me. Okay, well, the bearhead's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna like just work on it for the rest of the stream, but we're almost there. Okay, I think I jinxed myself. It's like okay. I was like, oh, this like Bearhead is like going so good, but now it's just like, oh, I don't want to be here anymore. I wonder if the people at Clip Studio are gonna judge like if this Bearhead is like circular in a not circular enough, but like the right circle or whatever. Like it's too crooked. More circles, more circles. Okay, you're freezing for way too long. You're freezing for way too long. Okay, there you go. There you go. I'll just do that. Let's do the wings. Yeah. When I remove my gel nails, oh, they just feel sore. Even when I like click on something on the computer, like I can feel my nails. Sure. Okay, cute. And then I'm gonna do the halo. Okay, that was like perfect. Okay. I was like thinking it's like, oh, I'm gonna spend so much time on this halo. Just copy that. I'm not gonna do it again. Oh man, even merging the layers are too much. Okay, there we go. Hair is done. I have to go back to the hair. Okay. I think I'm just getting better at this line stuff as I keep working on this piece. Okay. I think that's the best I can do. I can still clean it up though. God. Okay, come on. Okay, I feel like it's because of the mic is in my way. Hold on. Okay, no, that's wrong. Okay. Whew, that's the best I can do for that one. Okay. Let's look at the process so far. I'm gonna save that. Well, I am past streaming time, so yep, that's correct. So thank you everyone who's come to the stream. Here is the final. If the freaking notification will get out of my way, please. Okay, thank you. This is the piece so far. This is the line art so far. Probably next stream. Which whenever that's gonna be. Again, sorry, I don't have a schedule. I'm gonna be working on this. Again, because there's a deadline. Right now, this is like the only art that I'm working on right now. But other than that, thank you for coming to the stream. Sorry, I know I've been having like these huge gaps in between for streaming, but I'm trying to stream more often. Yeah. I'm just gonna end stream now, so bye bye. Thank